Hi everyone, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Here we are, been a while, time to get back on the road. We have our lovely Renault truck here with the old pirate livery ready to go, and I've got a lot of things to tell you, so let's just get ourselves a contract and we'll be heading out on the road. There's been an update, so we've basically reset back to one of our default locations, which is here in Linköping. And look at the cargo we have available. We have a twin trailer. It's only a short one to Linköping to Jönköping, which is okay. We've got some heavy goods DLC stuff here. I'd like to get a double trailer, to be honest with you. Here we go. Where's this double trailer going? To Exile in Denmark. Yeah, why not? Let's grab that and give this thing a bit of a whirl. Okay, let's fire up the old truck. She's all looking good. Oh, and lights off, handbrake off, and the trailer looks to be right across the road from our home base, which is good news. Right, so those of you who follow me will know I've got a new steering wheel and pedals combo. So I've got the G29 from Logitech. I've set it up. It feels a bit different to the old Logitech G25 I used to have, which I've been running around for the last few years. But bless you, I've got the sneezing truck again. Things are going great, and I'm slowly getting used to it. The one thing I noticed straight away is it's a lot tighter on the old feel than the old G25. Obviously, especially with the shifter, it feels incredibly tight. The whole mechanism feels very tight. The wheel feels incredibly smooth as well. It's just because obviously the G25 was about 3 or 4 years old. I can't remember how old it is now, but it was getting on a bit. So yeah. Anyway, let's try and find reverse. It's not easy in this new gearbox. Right. The one thing you do notice about these double trailers are they're incredibly tough to get in front of. Is that going to hitch? Don't know if that's. Doesn't look like that's hitched. Okay, let's try and get that wheel on and hitched. Gotcha. Nice. That is nice. Look at that. Twin trailers. Been looking forward to this. Now this is going to be interesting. Fortunately, we haven't got a trailer right next to us, so we should be able to swing out here, but we need to keep an eye on all these trailers here. Is that going to come around okay? I think my truck's got a cold. Oh god, we've got to straighten up. Watching it in the mirror, it's just coming around there. Okay, let's concentrate as we don't hit the posts on the way out. We've got the cathedral or the church straight ahead, and we've got the old stones on there to stop people going on the curb and or the verge and destroying it. Good. So yeah, so I have to say the G29 is a lovely wheel, and I've also got the shifter with it as well. Still getting used to it. Feels slightly different, so I may get a few things wrong. Wrong's the wrong word, but you know, I may not be my usual fantastic pro driver that I usually am. Right, if we can just come out here without causing too much mayhem. Of course, we have to go this way. Oh, that was close. Let me get the trailer out. Oh yes. Like a glove. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, as the lights go green, we'll try and get out of town and Why are we all in this lane? Can we... Oh, a typical car's going to come down that lane now that I want to go down it. After this red one. Sorry, mate. You better wait there, because I've got quite the load I am towing. Okay, we're going to take advantage and try and get ahead of these trucks now. Yes, what I was saying, especially the pedals, the brake is a lot more... it's a lot firmer than the G25. And it's got different stages where it gets firmer and firmer the more you push down. So it's good for like racing games and stuff. So yeah, I'm absolutely loving the G29. It's a worthy stick, and I don't regret spending the money whatsoever, which is good news. So what we're going to do, we do our usual thing of we'll talk a little bit about the games we play, the channel, how things are going, what's going on in my world, what I've got planned, and all this kind of jazz, you know, the usual stuff. So took that wider because I wasn't sure how this twin trailer would react, but it reacted really well. So yeah, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. We did it. The last one we did a little chat with. That was American Truck Simulator. So I thought, it's only fair we get the old. Oh, you're coming all the way around, are you? All the way around on the outside. Yeah, why not? And I just stalled. I need to get the clutch pedal settings just where I want them. Which is going to be a little bit different at the moment because let me start off with my updates. Now my updates are I'm currently selling my house, so yeah, if any of you have ever sold a house before, you can't actually live in a house that you know, if that makes sense. You have to basically turn your house into a bit of a showroom, which means you don't get to live the way you have been living. So all the bits and pieces you normally have on the shelves and or in the cupboards, you basically clear them away, put them in boxes and put them away out of sight. So the house looks almost not minimum, but you know, you basically clear out all the clutter, all the bits and bobs you don't need to be there, and it makes the house look a little bit more spacious when people are coming around. So I put the house on the market, and within a week I'd had an offer of the valuation of the house, which was great. So I accepted that, but unfortunately the lady in question was then unable to get a mortgage to complete the deal. So that was a very big disappointment for me. I then had to put the house back on the market. Right, this is going to be a challenge. I went as wide as I possibly could. No, we aced it. We've absolutely aced it. Yep, so I put the house back on the market. You know, disappointed. It's never good to get all that sorted. Think you've got it sorted and then back on the market. So it's been back on the market now for a week. And in that time I have had... I'll just stop myself there because we've got some aircraft on plinths up here. Look at that. How awesome is that? Let's try not to crash. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, so it's been up on for an hour and a half, a week and a half now, and I've had about 6 further viewings, and I've got another 2, one on Saturday, one on Tuesday. Of that, I have already had an offer for the valuation, and I've accepted it. It didn't. It's one of those things that there's always a negotiation. So you put the house, you know, you get the house valued, so you know what the valuation of the house is and what you'd happy to sell the house at. Obviously you'd like to get more, but and then you put a bit more on top of that price. So basically when people come round, they'll haggle you down to the price you wanted. So you get what you want, they feel like they've got a good deal as well. Everyone's happy. That's basically how it works. So one of the chaps who came round, cash buyer, unfortunately he lost his wife last year, and he wants to move back into my area where he's got family, because he's got no real hold where he currently lives down in Kent. So he's like the house, and he's offered me the valuation. Basically he offered me a lot less. He offered me about about $4 grand less, but I rejected 2 bids as we negotiated, and it moved him up to the valuation, not the asking price, the valuation of the house, which is a different thing. So I accepted that, and so the house is currently under offer. Meanwhile, I'm still having people come in until he actually, we go through and sell the house. People can still come in and gazump him if they want, which means they can offer the full whack and the full asking price, and then they'll get priority. The thing is, in the UK, no, let me correct that. In England and Wales, you can put an offer on a house and it's not contractually obliged. Not until you go through the actual conveyancing is it a legal contract. In somewhere like Scotland, if you put a bid in, that is a contract to say, I have the money and I will pay that amount for the house, and you can't. I'm sure there probably are ways, but it's very difficult to backtrack. So yeah, you can just go around looking at houses. If that's your hobby, looking at houses and putting bids in, you can do that. In the UK it's a bit silly really, but sorry, in England and Wales. I'm not sure how it works in Northern Ireland, so I can't really comment there. But anyway, so the house had an offer, I've accepted, we're under offer, but obviously somebody can still come in and buy it until he sorts himself out, because he now is looking at doing a few alterations, so he's speaking to the council whether or not he can do what he wants to do with the house before he finalises. It's like just drawing it out. I just want to get it sold, go through the conveyancing process, find myself somewhere else to live and move on. So yeah, my life has been upside down, flipped upside down. It sounds like I was going to start doing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air rap at the beginning of the TV show there, but yeah, it's been hectic the last few weeks, well, the last month or so. So yeah, I'm trying to get back to normality, and obviously this is really hampering me being able to do any live streams, because my lights, my cameras, my green screen, they're all being boxed away, so I can't really do that. I've got what I need to make videos, but my live streaming stuff has all been packed away, I'm afraid. That being said, as soon as we get sorted, hopefully I'll then need to sort out internet, which may be another issue. So what I'm going to try and do is record a few bulk load records of videos, and then I can hopefully, when we're going through that movement process and I won't be able to record or upload, I'll have a little backlog of videos which I can then schedule out, so you'll get some content, which that's the plan. Whether or not it works is another matter, but we'll see what happens. And in that time I also had a couple of weeks leave, which basically was running around sorting the house out. But I did also manage to get to do some fun things as well, holiday things. I had 2 weeks off and I feel absolutely shattered when I came back to work, to be fair. But I went on a little steam train, which was lovely. Went up to, obviously my parents are in Norfolk, so I went spent a lot of time in Norfolk and Suffolk, where my partner's family are as well. We're coming off here. So went to a few castles. Framlingham Castle, which is in Suffolk. If you know Ed Sheeran, the singer, and the cameo in Game of Thrones, he's actually from Framlingham. So the song "Castle on the Hill" is about Framlingham Castle. Been there many times. It's a lovely little castle. It's lovely walks around the grounds as well. We're actually looking, let's not try not to crash here. I was watching those trailers. Yeah, we gotta sort this clutch out. Yeah, so that was Framlingham. We did that. We then went up to Norfolk, did the Bure Valley Railway, where you hop on the little narrow gauge steam train, took a ride up the line, and then we met up with the canoe man, and basically we ordered it, and then we canoed with a Canadian canoe back down the river, because the Bure Valley is obviously has the Bure River in it. Oh god, we're going to take out a few signs, I think. Oh no, we don't. No, we're not. We got the wheels on the dust, but apart from that, we were okay. Yep, so we did some Canadian canoeing as well. That was a lovely sunny day. Had a little picnic as well. Beautiful. If you ever want to chill out and you like being in the country, like being near water and that kind of thing on a hot day, go and get yourself a Canadian canoe and just go for a nice gentle ride on a river. Absolutely fantastic. The good thing was, most of the river we were on, it then goes into the Broads, but we kind of stopped off at the pub and dropped our stuff off by then. The bit we did was only open to small, paddle craft, i.e. there's no motorised craft on that part of the river, and it's lovely. So it's just canoes, just kayaks and the odd rowboat. It's just wonderful. So we spent a day doing that. We also, what else did we do? Yes, for all of those you asked, I did go and watch during those weeks. I think it was the first week I watched Dunkirk, the movie. Christopher Nolan, very good. Enjoyed it very much. Interesting way to do a movie. There are some things. I don't think it didn't feel the evacuation didn't feel as big scale and epic as I thought it should do. But apart from that, I thought it was pretty damn good. What else did we do? We must have done a lot more. I went to an open air concert at Blickling Hall in Norfolk. They had the Great British Proms, and basically it's beautiful. Just Google Blickling Hall. It's an absolutely beautiful old country house and estate. And in the fields behind the big lake, they have concerts and stuff. They have things like Meatloaf. Well, they have had Meatloaf, Robbie Williams, those kind of things. But every year they have like this concert, which is the Great British Proms, which is all like classical music, but classical music like Tchaikovsky's 1812 Overture, national anthems, that kind of thing. Scores from films, so there was scores from Oliver. Dam Busters, the music, and loads of things like Land of Hope and Glory and all that kind of thing, which we love in Britain. And basically it's one of those things. It's in a field, so you take your little chairs, you can take tables, picnics, whatever you like. As we had a picnic and some chairs and we sat out there, it's just absolutely wonderful. Obviously in the evening it gets dark and they have fireworks. It's a really good night. We then got home and we were having a meteor shower in the UK, so we sat out on the lawn for a half hour watching a few meteors coming in, streaking across the sky, which is pretty exciting as well. That was good. I'm sure we did loads of other things. I did a load of geocaching, a load of hiking as well, because that really does chill me out. If I'm stressed out, especially at work or doing things like that, I'll just go for a hike, and walking just absolutely soothes my mind. Gives me a chance to process all the things that are bubbling in my head, and it also, the exercise, it just gets the blood flowing and it just chills you out. That kind of, do you know when you sometimes when you're having a bad time, when you're stressed and all this is going on, and you get that kind of dull ache and that kind of thickness in your head? Yeah, hiking and walking just clears that for me most times. It's wonderful. So that's good. Oh god, hang on, I've lost the gear. Also went to Duxford. Now Duxford is a Imperial War Museum in Cambridgeshire, and it's just, if you like vintage aircraft, especially World War II aircraft, oh my god, it's an absolute dream. It's got a whole tank section and land warfare section as well. It's one of my absolutely favourite places to go, and my partner actually paid for me to become, the whole family actually, to become friends of Duxford, so we get to go in. Basically we've got a year's membership. We can just walk in anytime we like, which is great, and we don't have to queue, which is even better, and we get 20% off pretty much everything. But you also have evenings for friends only, so friends of Duxford, there's evenings where you can go there, and after closure they have barbecues for the friends of Duxford, and then you can go on into some of the aircraft that you wouldn't normally be able to go into. So it's all pretty cool. So hopefully I'll be trying to do some of that probably next year after the move, and I'm trying to get a camera and take some pictures and videos and try and bring some of that footage to the channel as well. That'd be quite good. Also, depending on how the move goes, there are a couple of real treats I could bring, and I might be bringing those to the if I go ahead with it. I've spoken to my parents about it, I've spoken to my partner about it, and they're all said yes, do it. I'm not sure because there's a lot of money involved, but potentially it could be once in a lifetime opportunity, and I will be trying. I would definitely video that for you if I could. So stay tuned on that. I can't give too many details away at the moment. What have I got planned this weekend? It's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK, and I'm going indoor skydiving. Oh, actually, you'd be watching this on the Monday, so I've already gone indoor skydiving. Yeah, so I might be dead at the time you're watching this. Who knows? So yeah, it's basically like a wind tunnel which is inverted, so it blows upwards, and then you go in there and you kind of just like you just sort of hang in the wind and swoop around the area. It's gonna be pretty amazing, I think. That was a Christmas present from my partner, and we need to use it up before the end of the year, and so we're going to do that this weekend, and hopefully, if everything went well, that was going to be, I can't remember if it's Saturday or Sunday now, but it'd be out, would it be completed before this video's out. Hopefully it's in Milton Keynes, so hopefully once that's done, I plan to drag her, my partner this is, which, not drag her, I have discussed this with her and she's okay, she's very happy with it. In fact, we might pop over to Bletchley Park, which is where they cracked the Enigma machine during World War II. So I might check that out as well and take some photos for you. Whoa! Don't break like that! That scared me. Anyway, so that's basically, there's been loads of other things I've done and stuff, but I can't really remember. I've had a couple of really tough days back at work, and yeah, all joyous memories. Well, I've been back for 2 weeks now, and it's been really tough recently, so yeah. I'll also apologise if some of the videos haven't been my usual cheery self. Work's been incredibly tough, and I have found myself not really wanting to record, but feeling I have to record sometimes. So yeah, apologies if I've come across a little bit colder or a little bit, you know, less jovial, shall we say. Couldn't get the indicators off then. So that's that. Now we can probably talk about the channel a little bit more. So the channel is going well. We're over 10,000 subs now, which is absolutely amazing, everyone. Thank you ever so much. That is truly amazing. I've done a little bit of a refresh. You probably won't notice. I've just updated the banner a little bit. I've updated some of the playlists a little bit, so hopefully for new visitors to be able to find their way around the video sections a little bit easier. And also, I have placed an advert to see if that makes any difference. So I've noticed it's summer holidays, and I know a lot of people go away during this period, so you do tend to see views and subs kind of start to dwindle, or just kind of just hold. They don't really go anywhere. You just kind of tread water for a bit, and I think that's mainly because people are on summer holiday, you know, and it's nice and warm, so people are out doing stuff, and they, you know, and the views and stuff are you know, they're stalling, or you know, they're just basically staying where they are, which is fine. I know a lot of the series probably need a bit of a refresh and a little bit of a re-kick as well, so we'll probably be looking at that as well. But yeah, I put an advert in Google AdWords, so you can set adverts, which basically made a channel trailer. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, you'll get a channel trailer, which I made, and I basically used that as an advert. Now I'm doing a test to see if it actually makes a difference. So I've set a budget. You can set a budget, which I put £10, which is it's not a lot, but you know, I'll see how much I can get for £10. So that's running at the moment. I'm going to see if it makes any difference at all. Maybe, you know, just to kind of increase the exposure of the channel, and then I might do another advert with a different budget, and you know, because in that budget you can also set how much you want to pay per click or per viewing or whatever it is, and so there's loads of interesting things I'm playing around with there in the back. So yeah, I'm playing around a lot in the background with various back-end systems to try and give the channel a kick. We'll see how that works. Don't know. I think once we do a bit of live streaming in that in a few months time, hopefully, you know, and coming into the autumn and winter months, we'll naturally start to see the views increasing again as it's cold and dark outside. People are at work in the office bored, so they switch on and watch a few more videos rather than going outside and talking to people. How dare they? How dare they talk to people? Sit inside, have no life, and watch my videos. Or put them on a tablet and go outside and watch my videos and share them with your friends. Wonderful idea. Yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now. So that's basically where the channel is, and why streaming isn't happening at the moment, because obviously most of my stuff's packed away, waiting to move. It's a pain, it really is, but you know, it's just one of those things we've got to go through. Hopefully it'll all be glossy and lovely at the other end. That being said, let's go through the videos which we make on the channel, and we'll cover how they are doing. So on Mondays we do everyday simulators, as I've kind of started to class it. So Euro Truck Simulator, American Truck Simulator, and the like. So I'm still going to be using American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator to be doing my vlogs and my channel updates, because I think this kind of scenario, driving on the roads, does offer itself up perfectly for. Can we? There's a couple of cars. Oh God, they're coming so quick. Oh, wrong gear. That was very dangerous. I should have just stopped and paid, but I was lazy. I'm lazy. I didn't want to do that. And there's nothing worse than driving abroad when you come up to a toll booth like that, and obviously in the UK we have the steering wheel and we drive on the left, so the steering wheel's on the right side of the car. So you know it's on that side over there. So if you pull up to one of those booths and you don't have a passenger, you've basically got to get out and walk around. It's incredibly embarrassing, but I'm sure people abroad when they come to the UK have the same issue. Oh, there's an aircraft coming in, just through the bridge, or not through the bridge, but you know what I mean, and going over there. So yeah, Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator will continue as our kind of channel update trailers once a month or whatever it is. I kind of like it. I think it works, and this gameplay lends itself to that kind of channel update. On the bus front, we're doing a bit more Bus Sim 16, as that's been requested a few times. So I'm going to do a couple more videos on that, and we can check out the new the Man Lions CNG buses, which seem a bit popular as well, so we'll check those out. We need to do a bit more Fern Bus as well, so that'll be in the rotation, and a few more calls for do OMSI 2. So yeah, we'll potentially be looking at getting into OMSI 2. I did actually start learning that, and then I hit a problem because everything's fine apart from the ticket machine and setting up the routes, because it's in German. It's really tricky. It really is tricky. I know there's some British mods out there, and I might have a look at them. Yeah, it's just trying to figure that, get my head around that when you get a 5 minutes. It's I'm sure once that's done, it'll come like second nature and it'll be easy. But yeah, that's the only thing holding me back at the moment. So that's OMSI. And that's pretty much all the 3 bus simulators we'll probably be looking at. OMSI 2, Bus Sim 16, and of course Phone Bus. Now we are running out of fuel, so I'm just going to probably be okay, but we might as well just pull in and see how this goes. The force feedback is... Oh, how dare he! Did you not hear me? Listen, this is my video, mate. Move on. Okay, we've only got 1 pump for trucks by the looks of it, so we're going to have to wait for a second. That's okay. Maybe he's filling up. Who knows? As in filling the station up rather than put a handbrake on. Good. I will wait here. Oh yeah. Well, oh god, look. Oh, I don't know if he's going to stop then. It's getting a bit of a jam on the old fuel. There's a lot of trucks. It must be the last truck stop for a fair few miles, maybe. Right, let's get this filled up. What else do we do on a Monday? We do Train Simulator. Well, we haven't done that for a while, so I'm going to maybe look at doing another train video. Maybe some of the subway games, London Underground or New York Subway. We haven't done one of those in a while. I don't know if the interest is still there, to be honest with you. I'll do a video and see how it plays out. If it's popular, then we'll do more. If it doesn't really take off, then, you know, it'll kind of be dropped. I did a farming sim video the other day, and it wasn't, you know, people enjoyed it. There's about 400 views at the, just under 400 views at the time of recording this. So I'd have to say that's one of my worst performing videos. So farm sim is probably not going to be a video very often, if at all. What will probably happen is, because I still like farming sim, and I know many of my viewers do like farm sim too, so we'll probably move that to live streams. Dynamite Andy B is still running the farm server. Remember to check out the Taff, my website. The links are in the description, and you can get the sign up to that, and you can get the details to join the community farm sim server, which should be good. And once I'm streaming, I'll be streaming from that, so you can come and join and help us on the farm. That's the idea anyway. Flight simulators, so I want to get a few more flight sim videos in. I have purchased a new aircraft. I have purchased the PMDG 747, which I'm still flying and learning, but I'm really enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. So yeah, I might do a 747 video. I also have the A2A Constellation, thanks to Luke and Lewis from A2A for that wonderful gift that they gave me as part of well, Luke Scott, one of the viewers, was doing a charity stream, and fortunate to be awarded an A2A prize, and Lewis from A2A allowed me to have the constellation, honestly, which was amazing, and I need to sit down and learn how to fly that aircraft. But yeah, we'll do some of that as well. The ideas I had about doing some mixed kind of storytelling videos, they're still on the drawing board at the moment, still thinking about how to do those. I think that's pretty much. There are other videos we do on a Monday as well, but you can, you know, they're all part of the rotation and they're all muchness. Moving on to Wednesdays, B-17 Squadron Commander, and what we have here is, we'll go, you know, as well long as we can. I had having some technical issues with that game recently, and it keeps crashing after about 40 minutes to an hour, which is incredibly frustrating because the amount of time to get there and then have to start again, and it's just so frustrating. I've taken your comments into consideration. I've cleared the cache and started the graphics cache again, and last video recorded was okay, so fingers crossed that may have been it, and it's now a little bit more stable, but we'll see. We will see. And I did say when we got to 10 episodes in Squadron Commander, we would look to introduce a new Rise of Flight career, and what we'll do, we'll rotate those videos. So one week will be B-17, the next week will be Rise of Flight. I will be putting a video together regarding the Rise of Flight career, the new one, or the new series, about choices which we could potentially do, whether to be a bomber pilot, a fighter pilot, which side you want us to be on, which map do you want us to be on, well, what kind of time frame do you want us to start, you know, all those kind of things, and we'll go from there. So yeah, there'll be some Rise of Flight coming back on Wednesdays, and maybe Fridays. You know, if I record an extra one, we might have a B-17 and a Rise of Flight on a Friday. You never know. You never know. Fridays tend to be my video day when I record whatever I'm enjoying doing. So at the moment, actually we're going to turn off soon, so we'll pull back in. At the moment it's Car Mechanic Simulator. I'm really enjoying that. Back in it, Car Mechanic Simulator 2018. Yeah, it's good fun. Good fun. I might be doing a few more bonus videos on that. It's nice and easy to record. It's fun to play, and yeah, I've killed a few hours on that already, which is great fun. I'm not going to do a series on it, i.e. running all the way through till you get really high level. But what I'll probably do is drop in and do some videos at different time stages. So we've done some videos now at the start. I'll wait till I'm skilled up and we're doing some more interesting stuff, like, you know, the racetrack, or the we're out on the proofing track, or we're doing barn finds, you know, those kind of things. And then it adds that little bit more interest, which is good. Other things like Hidden and Dangerous, I am so looking forward to recording the next Hidden and Dangerous. I am loving that game. That's so much fun, and you seem to be enjoying it as well. I tried something new at the beginning of the last one, doing a little like a previously on Hidden and Dangerous type thing, and that seemed to go down quite well. So I might be, you know, looking to change the video format as well. I was talking about freshening things up, and that's one of the things I might be doing. I might, you know, have a little like if I do a goof, I might have that before the intro, you know, do that kind of thing. And yeah, just to try and shake up the video series, you know, the actual video format a little bit, try and make it more interesting, refresh a few things, kickstart a few things, and move on. I realise we're almost home now already, and I've been waffling on and haven't really finished my updates. So that's okay. So Fridays we'll also have Cold Waters, the cold water submarine, or the Cold War submarine simulator, which I'm enjoying. So there's another video I have recorded, which you'd have already seen by now. It would have come out on Friday. So that's going quite well. We're going to still keep an eye on Naval Action to see if any new things come out on there, because I still do enjoy that game, and the videos I do record on there are reasonably popular as well, which is quite nice as well. It's always nice, you know, when you're doing something which is not really mainstream, because although you don't like to think about it, Euro Truck is probably quite mainstream now. Everyone's heard of Euro Truck. Alright, let's swing in here. A dual load. Ooh, lovely. Well, I have to say, this wheel has been absolutely amazing. Park it there, or... Oh, that's the only option we've got. Okay, well, we can do that. We can do that. I can... Oh, no, we can hang on. Handbrake on. We've been pulled back. A bit of a hill start there. So, yeah, what else have we done on Friday? Steel Fury, we'll do a few more videos on that. The tank simulator, that seems to be reasonably popular. And we'll just play that one by ear. And that, of course, brings us to Saturdays, which is, of course, the firm favourite, Silent Hunter 5. I've done that really badly. Oh, I don't have a front mirror. That's a bit awkward. Let's try and get this in gear then. And how do you reverse a twin? How does that work? Let me just go outside to see how that works. Not particularly well is the answer, but yes, Silent Hunter 5 is going strong as always. What I might do is just spin round again. Gotta sort this clutch sensitivity out. It's oh, whoa! Didn't see that. Yeah. I'm giving up with this clutch. Sod it. Yeah, so Silent Hunter 5, once we are soon to come to the end of Happy Times, once we get to the end of Happy Times, there will be a decision to be made which theatre we want to go to, which I'll obviously put to the vote. But we'll also probably take a pause there, because we've been doing it for almost 2 years now straight. We'll take a pause there. We'll still do Silent Hunter 5. We might do some of the missions and some of the challenges for a bit while I mod the sim up with maybe the Grey Wolves mod for the next series, Series 3 as it were, Part 3 of the first series. Does that make sense? Probably not. Well, here we are, back in the room. Excellent, job completed, 366 miles driven, time taken 39 minutes, fuel consumed 223 litres, World of Trucks contracts completed, I couldn't say that for some reason, 107. Basically a total of 24,550 euros and 737 XPs, which is wonderful. Okay then, so we're at the stage now at the end of the video when we usually do on these ETS and American Truck Simulator and the channel updates. We usually give a secret word, a little code word to let everyone know that we've made it to the end of the video. And if you have made it to the end of the video, congratulations. It must have been some achievement to listen to me drivel on for 40 minutes. So you are, without a doubt, deserving of a pat on the back. So give yourself a pat on the back without being too patronising. And rather than code of the week, I'm also going to give you a double bubble prize this time. So the code of the week this week will be prom, as in PROM, as in the proms with the music concert outside. Not high school proms, but with GCSE results coming out, and which is the school education grade in the UK, GCSE. I'm sure other grades around the Europe and the world are also giving out at this time. So good luck and congratulations if you're receiving yours soon, or if you just received them. But remember, they're not the be all and end all. If you didn't do too well, don't worry, there's plenty of things to do. So prom is going to be the code word, and for those of you who have made it this far, if you look up in the top corner, there should be a little poll popping up now on what you'd like to see next Monday's video. So would you like to see a train simulator video, a World of Subways simulator video, a flight simulator video, a bus simulator video, and I can't think, or a car mechanics simulator? Let's throw that one in there as well. So I'll put that poll up there for those of you who made it this far. Hopefully it should play at this time and not before, so everyone else can get the vote in. But yeah, there you go. You can choose what we'll watch next Monday. So thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments. Thanks for your thoughts, and thanks for your inputs with the poll and everything else as well. So I'll see you next time.